Hi everyone, welcome to this month's episode of Meet the Team. In today's video, I'd like to introduce you to Brian Banaszynski. Welcome to the show, Brian.
Thanks for having me, Tori.
Of course, I'm glad you're here. So we're gonna jump right in. You ready to get started?
I guess so.
Ready or not, here we come. All right, I wanna start with your role. What do you do here at DSM?
So my role here at DSM is as a product manager. So that allows me to, develop the product that we sell as a company and, provide the solutions that we do to our customers.
Yeah, very important job. You're the guy.
I guess so.
Yeah, you're the guy. All right, and how long, I know this is a bit of an interesting question, but how long have you been with DSM?
Yeah, so this is a loaded question.
Yeah.
So I've been with DSM the second time around since 2017. And the first time I was hired with DSM was in 2007, but I only worked for DSM for about a year and a half, 2 years before I kind of organically moved on. So.
Right.
A number of years at this point, I think 5+.
Some number.
Yeah, 5+, I think. At this
There is a number, it's likely more than 5.
It is.
Okay, fantastic. What would you say is the most exciting part of your job?
Oh boy, so I mean it's actually so in my role I do have kind of a technical role and play a technical role as well, and so being able to play with that new technology and still experience those types of things, but also make sure that I'm producing things that are provide value for our clients and our customers.
Right, absolutely. And you like to do all the research on everything and make sure we put out the best.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
You're very into that.
That's the plan, that's the goal.
Yes. When you're not working, what are some of the things that you like to do?
Oh gosh, so pre-COVID, post-COVID, I know that's a thing. I like to bike, I like to run, I like to try to be active.
Right.
Post-COVID, I've kind of taken up woodworking.
Oh,
woodworking.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I've also kind of taken up kind of growing, gardening, I guess, in pots. So I'm growing like
in pots.
Yes. Yes.
Great.
Absolutely. So gardening,
to be clear.
Gardening in pots. So basically, citrus trees, plumerias, those types of things, but keeping them in pots instead of planting them in the ground.
Right. I didn't want to be this to be the reason Grady shows up at your door. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
And what was your first IT job that you had?
Oh, my first IT job was many, many, many years ago, maybe many moons ago. I was a lab proctor at a on-campus lab at FSU. So actually, that was the first IT-related job. I started doing, lab proctoring, so we basically were there to help students with computers and stuff like that. And then I started at that same position, or with that same job, I guess, if you will.
Right.
Started doing some administration and stuff like that. So.
Interesting. Was that while you were still in school or after you graduated?
Yeah, that was while I was still in school.
Like at that. Did you have any jobs before that, non-IT related?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I worked for Publix.
Okay. As like a stocker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bagged groceries, and I stocked groceries.
Yeah.
My first ever job, I shared Christmas trees one summer, which was...
Wait. Oh, where? Okay, let's be clear. Where were you? Not in Florida shearing Christmas trees in the summer.
No, so I grew up in Wisconsin, so that was up in Wisconsin.
Okay, in the summer?
Yeah.
Great.
They have to be kept. So the Christmas tree that in the shape that you see isn't natural. Somebody actually shapes those trees into the shape that you see and you buy.
You learn something new every day. Okay, so what accomplishment would you say you are the proudest of?
So I had to think about this one for a bit. I honestly, I would say that it was marrying my wife, or maybe keeping my wife for as long as I have.
Goodness.
No, so just the relationship that I have with my wife. So.
That is very sweet, and we'll get you maybe out of the doghouse for not getting her anything for your 14th wedding anniversary.
Is that a specific type of anniversary though? It's not silver. Gold.
By answering it like this, you're in trouble.
I don't know.
Yeah, you are. Okay, how many animals do you have?
This is a loaded question, right? So I have 6 dogs. I have 6 dogs.
That is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. We got 2 after the 2 that we had passed many years ago, and then we ended up like adopting and rescuing 3 or 4 more. So yeah.
Can't even keep track at this point.
Yeah, well, yeah. So at this point, the most recent one that we acquired actually just showed up on our property on Valentine's Day 2 years ago, I believe, and she's been with us ever since.
And you weren't going to keep her.
I didn't want to keep her.
But she filled your home. Lucky number 6.
It's a slippery slope, right?
Right.
Like 4 dogs becomes 5, 5 becomes 6, and next thing you know, I've got 10. So I've got to.
You got to stop it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Draw the line. Draw the line somewhere. What 1 or 2 DSM DNA traits would you say that you identify with? I ask this of everybody because they're very important to us, our core values and everything. So I'm just going to remind everybody of what they are. We have innovative, community-minded, transformative, delighting, honorable, fun-loving, and smarter, not harder. Do you have 1 or 2?
I have, I could give you 2 or 3.
Oh, great.
So in my role, I need to be innovative,
Mm-hmm.
but I actually personally kind of identify with being, like, trying to be delighting.
Yeah.
And fun-loving. So I have a serious side to myself, but I also try to not be too serious sometimes.
Right. Yes. That's very important to us. We really do like to have fun here and like our team to enjoy each other's company. Today, just for the audience, we have game day. So
Yeah,
in just a
looking
short
forward to that.
while, we'll be playing some board games during lunch. So we do like to have a good time. That's important. All right. We're going into the lightning round.
Okay.
Fast answers.
Okay.
All right. What is the fastest you've ever traveled in a car that was not on a track? I know you've done some track racing.
Maybe 180, 185.
Oh my
Not
goodness.
not as a driver, as a passenger. I don't know if that matters. Maybe
It
that's
matters.
worse.
What's the fastest you've driven a car? If you say the same answer.
Maybe 175, 180.
So close. That's basically the same. Way too fast. Way too fast. And on a track, just because I know you've done track racing?
So on a track, not as fast. So
Oh,
I've done
okay.
a lot of track racing or track days on a motorcycle on 2 wheels. It was probably about 170.
Okay, very good. Okay, what's your go-to lunch meal?
Cereal. So
He loves a bowl of cereal.
a bowl of cereal with almond milk.
Yeah,
I've
okay.
moved away
What
from
type of cereal?
Quite honest, like a bran flake or something very simple and very basic, not like a candy type
Right.
cereal. Just
I'm a Cheerios girl. Original
Cheerios, yeah,
Cheerios.
Cheerios are
Love
good.
an original Cheerio.
Yep.
Okay, in the last 10 years, what was your favorite trip that you've taken?
So my wife and I actually went to Bowling Green, Kentucky to take delivery
Oh,
of
okay. Yep.
one of those really fast cars, and we actually drove back from Kentucky to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
We took 2 days and drove through the mountains and everything, and it was fantastic.
That's really cool. Okay, it's a loaded question. What is your favorite color?
It's blue. Why is that loaded?
Because every single person almost, except for Kent, who said black, has said blue.
Oh, any shade of blue.
Yeah, as evident by this shirt. Yep. Okay, if you had to trade jobs with anyone at DSM, who would it be?
I think I would probably trade jobs with Jason Weber.
Okay.
So he kind of does what I used to do as an engineer. And
Yeah.
So he still gets to play with the technology and do all those things. So Jason.
That's really cool. All right, if you could have any other occupation, what would it be?
Something non-technical. Maybe like a cranberry farmer,
That is so specific. A cranberry farmer?
a potato farmer,
A farmer.
I don't know, something non-technical where I don't have to do, something completely opposite.
Not at a
from-
computer.
Yeah.
Outside, maybe.
Yeah.
Very interesting. A cranberry farmer.
Sure, that's always
is-
intrigued me. Have you ever seen like cranberry farming? They do.
No,
like, they
I've
grow
seen the
cranberries in a
commercials.
bog, and like they're in water, and then you have to harvest them.
Yeah, I've seen the cranberry juice commercials where the 2 men are standing in a barrel of cranberries. Fantastic. Okay, what is something that you want to do that you have never done before?
I would like to go to Germany and
Me
drive
too.
around the Nürburgring.
Yeah. Well, I don't really care as much about the second one, but I do want to go to Germany.
Well, it's in Germany. So.
I understand that. Talk to the hand. If you could pick up a new skill in an instant, what would it be?
So this is going to be weird, but related to my other...
Cranberry farming?
No, close. Based on my other activities that I mentioned earlier, I would really like to understand like bonsai better.
Okay, back to your planting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's
and
like,
shearing, it all started when you were shearing Christmas trees.
That was a long gap, a big gap between shearing Christmas trees. I did that when I was like 14 or 15.
Well, and here you are,
A little bit older.
some amount of years
A little bit
later,
older.
and you want to
Yeah.
deal in bonsai
I
now.
don't know. Yeah, like just the idea of that, and there's like
It's
so
supposed to be
many
very
layers
like
of
relaxing.
that. Yeah. So.
Very good. Okay,
Knowing all about that.
that's great. All right, very last question. What is the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Invest in yourself. So whether that's like mentally, mentally, physically, financially, make choices that today that your future self will thank you for.
That is very good advice. All right, you've done it. That's this month's episode of Meet the Team. Thank you for being on the show, and I'll see you guys next month. Bye.